Today's video is dedicated to people who desire to travel out of their home country, anywhere in Africa, Nigeria. In 2021, when I was coming to Canada, I did a lot of research, I watched a lot of YouTube videos, and they really helped me. So I'm trying to say that one video alone is not enough to watch if you are trying to travel out of the country, because no single person would give you all the information you need just in 10 to 15 minutes. Do you get what I mean? So you may want to do more research, but this will give you like a foundation, a basis for your research. First thing I want to mention is that please know the route through which you want to travel out of the country, especially if you are coming to Canada. One is study. Also, there is permanent residency route, but I know some people come through work permit, but majority of people who come through work permit already have somebody in Canada. They were invited, so I'm not going to talk about that today. Most people also who come through visitors routes, they also had someone already who invited them in. So I'm also not going to talk a lot about it. So the first route I mentioned was study route. So if you want to come for study, I know majority of people who do a bit of research or watch video about school, they actually want some kind of sponsorship, right? Some kind of financial support. If you are coming for masters, we have two categories. We have the course-based, which is self-fund, and we have the thesis-based, which can be partially funded or fully funded by the school or some other financial aid. So I'm also going to talk about that. So let's start with the course-based. I came in through the course-based in 2021. So they called my course, my program, they called it professional course. I don't know what was professional about it actually. And it was already specified there that this program is not eligible for any type of funding whatsoever. No scholarship, whether from within the school or outside of the school. So that is typical of course-based master's program. So if you are coming for thesis-based, there are fundings for most of them. And then I know some people want to get scholarship, but that is not really typical of Canada. And I'm not saying that there is no scholarship at all for Canada, but what I'm saying is it's not common, okay? Now, people get scholarship when they are already in the school in Canada. But if anyone is fooling you that, okay, you are still in Nigeria, you can get scholarship from Nigeria as an international student, not as if that those kind of scholarships are not available. In paper, they are available when you check online, but do you really see people getting it? No, I've not seen anyone. Unless for people who are already in the system, who are already in the school, who got the scholarship. So please don't be fooled about people sweet mouthing that you can get scholarship. Just go for funding, okay? So when you are doing the application, you will see courses that are funded. That is, the supervisors in charge of these courses, they are funding for research and teaching assistantship. So you have to first of all email the supervisors. Don't just do one. Make sure you email as many supervisors as possible. So email them, get feedback from them. If they don't reply, you may just follow up. So you email them with your proposals, let them know you are interested in this particular research and this is what you have done before. If you have done something, make sure you attach it. Let them see what you are able to do. And if you email a lot of them, definitely, or maybe one of them will reply and tell you, okay, I am interested in this. If they need more information, they will ask you. So you can let them know. And once you are approved of the supervisor, then you can apply to the school. But let me tell you, make sure you check that school website very well to make sure that the course that you are applying for is funded. We have RA, research assistantship. We have TA, teaching assistantship. Research assistantship means that you are doing research alongside with the supervisor or for the supervisor, and they'll be paying you for that. Teaching assistantship means that you are like an assistant lecturer who is also teaching the younger ones. You get what I mean? And you will be paid for that. Sometimes, for some schools, the two together can be enough for your tuition. That is fully funded. Some schools will not be enough, right? Like the school I went to, Trent University, there was no research assistantship or teaching assistantship money that was enough. So they had to still put some money from their pocket to add to the tuition. Some schools will even have some leftover. But within the school, when you are already in the school, it is possible for you to get scholarship. So make sure you ask. If even your supervisor can tell you about the scholarships available. There may be like provincial, there may be like within school, there may be somebody prince of something scholarship. So you can get it once you're already in. For permanent residency, if you want to come through permanent residency, you have opportunity to be in the express entry pool. So that is like an online system that collates like as many candidate profile as possible, and there is a CRS score, which once you attain the score that they are drawing per time, you will be drawn and be given ITA, that's invitation to apply. So you'll be given ITA to go apply for permanent residency. Okay, there are three categories under express entry. We have the federal skilled worker, we have the experienced class, and you have the federal skilled trader. So wherever you fall into based on the information you put in, but make sure you do your IELTS. Some schools don't require IELTS, that's for study. I did IELTS whether my school requires it or not. I just did it because you are not applying to only one school. What if one school requires it and the other does not? So you just want to have it just in case you are required. I mean, you are even requested to submit it when you are applying for visa. So just do it, okay? For the study, I forgot to say that. So for PR, it is essential that you do your IELTS, that's the English test. Also, you will put your education information, you put your job, that is your working experience, and your age is another parameter for all of those things, because each information you put in is attached a score. So your score will go up or down based on the information you put in. Okay, I'll put a link below for you if you want to be in the pool. Some people don't know that they can be in the pool. It doesn't cost you any money right now, so you just have to be in the pool. So and once you are in the pool, your score may keep rising. You may even get to know that you can do something for your score to go up, you know. So just be in the pool if you are interested in that. I mean, it doesn't cost you anything. Even if you get another route later, you can withdraw from the pool. You can stay there for as long as 1 year, 365 days, and after that they will withdraw your name. Then you can go back in. I'll bring more information later because I still have some things to talk about. Now, I want to correct some misconceptions that people have about coming to Canada, most especially coming to Canada, because you know, most of you know that I've not been on Facebook for some time, due to some technical issue. Anyways, I have a gist partner. So my husband was telling me recently that there was this particular guy on Facebook who said they were receiving people into Canada. They will give you apartments, they will give you money, they will give you food, and one more thing, right? They will give you something else. Job. They will give you job. So I was wondering, please, Canada residents, let me know which province is doing that, or is it like this person is doing charity work, because I don't know that province that is doing that specifically. So the truth is, if you come to Canada, before you even land, you must have gotten a place where you will lay your head. Nobody will give you free rent. They are not picking you from airports. Nobody is picking you from airports. Unless you are coming to stay with somebody, right? So I heard you are even doing subscription. Don't do subscription for something that you are not even sure of. Every information you need is on canada.ca. Please don't pay money that doesn't have thank you. Okay, anyways, that's that about that. So please, before you leave Nigeria, you must have paid for your rent, or else you will float. There's no free job unless that person owns a company where they will just employ you like that. I don't know where the free job is. There's opportunity to apply for a job right from Nigeria or wherever you are coming from. If you have an apartment number, that is, you have an address from here, because you need the address on your resume, and they would have asked you that if you get this job, are you able to commute or are you able to relocate from wherever province or wherever address you put in. But if you are putting Nigeria address, I mean, there is low chance, because even in this place, people within haven't gotten even jobs, good jobs. You understand what I mean? So, but job is not free. Please don't fall prey for any misinformation. There is free food, okay? And free food that you can get is from food bank. And they are not going to give you all the food that you are familiar with. They may be giving you food that you are not so familiar with. So, okay, you have to know that prior, okay? But then that is the free food they will give you. You have to put in some information. When I came to Canada in 2021, I really wanted the free food, because there were still restrictions, right? A little bit of restriction. So there was no job. I wasn't working. So I was really low on cash. I really wanted the free food, but I didn't get it. I didn't get it in Peterborough. But you may be lucky. My friend came 1 year after or thereabouts, and she was getting food bank food back to back. So you may be lucky to get the food easily, but that is the free food that you can get, not automatic. Okay, they may give you free money, but then that is not also without condition, because if you come to Ontario and you tell them that you don't have enough to sustain your family, maybe you come with family, everything depends on your family size and your family income, right? So if you tell them that you don't have enough for basic amenities, then they can help you with Ontario Works, right? And you will submit information, so even you will go tired. But then if you are able to, good luck, they will give you free money. But the free money is not like free yafu money. It's just free chicken money that will sustain you. There's no leftover. There's one thing about Canada. They don't want you to be rich. They just want you to have enough to eat. Anyways, let's move on. Another point is, when you're coming to Canada, please make sure you have emergency fund. I cannot overemphasize it. When I came to Canada in April 2021, it's almost 5 years, so I'm giving you this information as my 5 years anniversary something. Yay! Anyways, so when I came in April, my first job was in August, 4 months gap. Okay, so how did I survive? I'll tell you, please have emergency fund, because you may be like that for 2 months, 3 months, right? So, and you'll be paying rent. Rent is due every month, and also you'll be feeding, right? I've done this video before. This is me redoing it because the first one was corrupted. So I've done part 1 and part 2 before, so I don't want to go into some detail, because I said some things in part 2 which you're still gonna watch. So this is me redoing the part 1, okay? So don't think I am trying to leave some part out. I am going to say everything as much as possible. So this video has part 2. Watch out for it, and it will be very interesting. Okay, so I got my first job in in August, and it was factory job. Oh my god, I will stand night shift though. I will stand for 8 hours, and I'll be dozing off. So it's very hard, and your first job may be menial job that is not going to pay you that much. So you may want to keep some emergency fund aside, and things are so expensive in Canada. I know things are expensive everywhere. Proof of fund, I forgot to say something about proof of fund when I was talking about the study route. Proof of fund when I was coming was 10,000 for living expenses. If you are coming for study, you must show them that you have enough to pay for your school fees. But for the living expenses, it was 10,000 thereabouts with some amount on top, 10,000 something, but now it's 15,000 something. I'll put the exact amount when this video is out, okay? So it is not cheap. For every additional family member that you are bringing with you, you add extra 4,000 on it. So your proof of fund is also very, very essential, okay? I'll say everything once I come back because I'm going to pick the study route. I will explain everything I know about it. I'll pick the express entry route and I will explain it. I didn't have my PR through express entry. I'll also explain how I got my own PR too, okay, in 2024. So I'm going to tell you that. Another thing I want to mention is that when you are coming, please verify all information you hear. Even this video, make sure you do more research because I'm shooting this video in 2026. Maybe by the time you are watching it, it's already 2027 or policy has changed, law has changed. Please make sure you verify. Some people were misinformed about asylum. It used to be easy peasy lemon squeezy, but no more. Please do your research. Some people are already in it. If you are in that category, my heart goes to you. And this is not to shade anybody. This is just to make sure that people who haven't made that mistake don't fall into that error. Please don't do it. Don't come here and start lying that your country there's war or your family doesn't like you because you are gay. Why lie? Please don't. Don't do it because it's not that easy anymore. It's not that easy. People here know what they are going through. Why not just live in your comfortable apartment in Nigeria than to come here and be doing court case up and down? Please don't come here and claim asylum. Take the legal route. The Lord will help you in Jesus' name. People in UK can testify that if you don't have paper, there are a lot of stress that those people are going through. And the shame of going back to Nigeria will hinder some people to go back. So please don't do it. Don't do it. Take the legal route. That's all I will say about that, okay? Majority of schools here have health insurance in this place. I know US too have health insurance, but there are some things that are not covered, I think, in US. But then don't let me guess. Let me leave the earth. But Canada health insurance is okay to some extent, to a large extent, because if you are a student, when I was a student, I did colonoscopy, I did endoscopy, I did biopsy. So, and they were all free. But if you want to do dental, if you want to do eye whatever, they are not free and they are not cheap. Recently, my husband got eyeglasses. So they said we should bring $600 and something, but that was too expensive. Thank God for a good sister who helped us get it from Nigeria. It's not cheap here. If you are using eyeglasses, make sure that you get it from wherever you're coming from before you get here because it's not cheap, okay? If your insurance doesn't cover the particular health or particular medical help that you got, medical something, English is hard. So if your insurance doesn't cover it, they will bring your invoice after 3 weeks. Canada is funny. They will treat you, you would have gone home and they will just bring the invoice and it's not cheap. So make sure that whatever health facility, whatever health assistance that you need is covered with your health insurance, okay? But then I know one of my friends who gave birth as a student and it was covered. When I gave birth as a PR, actually I had PR before I gave birth, so everything was covered as well. So health insurance is okay in Canada. Maternity leave, yes, this one too, there's another misconception about this, and let me say it. I know time has gone, but I'm still gonna say it. So I heard somebody on Instagram saying that, why are you going to US? Why not come to Canada? In Canada, you will get EI. If you give birth, you will get employment insurance. That's the money that they give us. It's like stipend. Like you are not working out, you give birth. This is to keep body and soul together. You get. That's the kind of money. So why not come to Canada? Your children will get Canadian child benefit. This and that. See, nothing is automatic here. It's not automatic. Oh, yes, you will get EI when you give birth, but it's not automatic. It is based on the condition that you have worked 600 hours prior to giving birth, either before your, since your last EI. That is, if you have gotten EI before, maybe you have given birth to one baby before. If you have worked 600 hours after the last benefit you got, then you are eligible. Do you get what I mean? So if you go to Canada and you have only worked 599 hours, you are still not eligible. You must have worked 600 hours before you give birth to your baby, before you are eligible for EI, right? So please, don't just accept everything people say. People are telling you what you want to hear, basically. They know that you want to hear sweet things, and they are telling you, they are giving you that information. Make sure you get more information about it, okay? So they will give you EI, right, based on your previous income. That is how much you have been earning before that. That is, they will give you EI based on that income. Also, Canadian child benefit as well. You will get that, but that one is like law of demand. The higher your family income, the lower the Canadian child benefits that your children will get. So if you are a high income earner in your family, then the money you will get will be so low. So make sure you calculate it. Okay? Nothing is that easy. Okay? Because I know some people will be like, come to Canada, everything is just cool. Nothing is cool. It's not that cool. The money is not that much, but it's meeting need. That's the essential thing. Not like it's a big money. They will give you no, it's not that easy. So please make sure you do your research. If you want to come, because some people will say come and give birth in Canada. You don't born 4 in Nigeria, you won't come born 2 here. The Lord will help you. Childcare is not free in Canada. Childcare is not free in Canada. Do you want to give birth in Canada? Can you take care of the baby in Canada? Maternity leave in US is not that much, because people in that my group, after giving birth, after like 2 months, majority of them were like, they are going back to work. And I'm like, really? Me, I have 1 year. So in Canada, you have at least 1 year maternity leave, right? You can choose 1 year, you can choose 18 months. Your money depends on whichever one you choose. They're not going to give you more than they will give you. If you choose 1 year, you will get a little bit higher. If you choose 18 months, you will get a little bit lower, but altogether everything will still match. Okay? So that is that about that. Every other information will be in the part 2 of this video. Thank you so much for staying by. Please subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so. And I have so much information to bring to you. This kind of information will only come on Thursdays, okay? So watch out for them. And the Sunday edition is still intact. Let me know your questions. Yes, your question will inform the next video after the part 2. I have the part 2 already sitting down, okay? So your comments will inform the next video, okay? And I'll make sure I bring you the real truth, the raw truth, everything about how I did it, if it's about my PR journey, or if it's about whatever it is, just ask it and I'll answer your question. God bless you, and stay tuned for the part 2 next week, Thursday. Thank you, and have a great day. Bye.